This is Andrew. I'm going to take you through the language features question on the Level 2 reading exam paper. Now, it's an important question. It carries 4 marks, and it's important that you know exactly what's required. So, if we look at this example here, using TextC, identify 2 language features used to persuade the audience to consider a career in IT. First thing you need to do before you even consider language features, underline keywords in the question. Okay, keywords here are language features and also persuade. Okay, so that relates to your purpose of text, and that tells you straight away that you're being asked to identify language features that relate to persuading the audience. Okay. Now, we're getting on to the actual language features. You need to clearly identify from the text what your language feature is. So, for example, it might be direct address. You just simply put direct address. You don't need a long answer. And then here you need to give a clear example, but this example must relate to the feature. Okay, there's no use having an example from the text which doesn't relate to the language feature that you've chosen. Okay, and then similarly, you do the same thing here, and the total is worth 4 marks. And you might get another question on language features, this time using focusing on a different purpose, this time focusing on advising readers. But just always bearing in mind, first thing you do, underline the keywords of the question. Next thing, state your language feature clearly. Make sure the example relates to that language feature. We're going to look at example of a paper now. I'll just enlarge this so you can see it more clearly. Okay, so let's have a look at an example of an exam paper that you might get in your Level 2 reading exam. Now, this one is a transcript of a speech about working in IT. You can see how the different language features in the text are labelled here. So this is an example of direct address. Thank you. Straight away, the word you tells us it's direct address. It's therefore speaking directly to the reader, to engage the reader and make them interested, to entice them into the speech. Over here, we have a different language feature this time, and it's positive language, words like love, enthusiastic. Again, another language feature that you might use in your answer. Again, here we have the use of the first person, I. First person is always I or my. I never really considered. Okay, you always need to think every time, okay, why is the writer using that language feature? What is the effect of that? We have another example further down, this time hyperbole or exaggerated language. Hyperbole is just another name for exaggerated language, and this example will illustrate it for us. What I find inspiring about my work is that no 2 days are the same, and I'm constantly developing my knowledge. The word constantly, that could be an example of hyperbole because it is exaggerated. Probably in the real world, we're not constantly developing things every day, are we? But obviously, you want to really sell yourself here, don't you? So that's what makes exaggerated language appropriate. Okay, and you can see other examples here, repetition, and so on. So it's just useful just to recap on those language features, and a quiz will follow this video.